This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Hey guys, I'm here with a video showing you how I made my Jingle tracer goggles. So to start off, I took this pattern that I made that's available on my store Envy and traced that onto 4mm EVA foam. Then I took the top layer section and traced that onto 2mm EVA foam. Then I glued the top layer onto the bottom layer using contact cement. I used a soldering iron to carve in these little details on the sides of her goggles where the swirl parts are. I cut off any excess overhanging foam just to make the sanding part go a bit quicker, and then took a Dremel to all of the edges to smooth the entire thing out. Then it was ready for priming. To prime it, I used wood glue and I used about 3 to 5 layers covering the entire thing. Somewhere in between those layers, I went ahead and added some Bondo's glazing and spot putty to fill in some of the gaps and just better smooth out the edges. Let that dry, sanded it down, and then did a couple more layers of wood glue before moving on to painting. To paint the goggles, I used gold acrylic paint, added some shading where where shading would fall in the swirly details and along any of the edges using black oil paint, and topped it off with a glossy clear coat of spray paint. I made the transparent greenish colored visor glass part of the goggles out of this transparent green tinted binder separator. I cut it to be slightly bigger than the opening and then applied contact cement around the edges and around the back of the goggles to glue it into place. I added thinner strips of 4mm EVA foam stacked on top of one another just around random parts of the goggles to help keep the plastic piece pressed away from my eyes as much as possible, because I didn't need it smushed completely against my eyes and eyelashes, otherwise it was unbearable to wear. And to finish it off, I cut a piece of elastic to fit around my head and then glued that onto either end of the goggles using contact cement, and then securing that down a bit more with some hot glue. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful and enjoyed watching it. I'll be back with more videos in the future for this build and others. Thanks for watching, have a lovely day, and bye!